Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Ferra Martian, but you can call me Ferra. I'm from Faculty of Communication Science, concentration of Political Communication. In this occasion, I would like to share about our research result about halal tourism. And let me introduce our team. Our team are Atie Rachmiatie, Kiki, Zakia, Efik, Yusdiansyah, and myself. So let's begin. In this day, I would like to share to all of you about model of stakeholder engagement in halal tourism ecosystem in rural areas in SoRes 2022 Social and Humanities Research Symposium Bandung Annual International Conference. In this part, I would like to share about the data in 2020. This is also in accordance with the statement of Sukoso through the Bank Indonesia institution to create a model of the halal industry ecosystem which includes government, infrastructure, human resources, and services. So in his study, the four factors about are pillars of our industrial ecosystem that carries halal values. So this is based on regulatory perspective of role and the government that issues policies. I have 5 subtopics. For number 1, introduction, literature study, research urgency, research methodology, conclusion. For number 1, the development of halal tourism in Indonesia is inseparable from various government policies, either directly or indirectly. So for number 2, this study aims to understand the halal tourism ecosystem from the government side with regard to regulations from the development of the halal tourism concept itself. And for number 3, for this reason, this study aims to examine construction of stakeholder engagement models in halal tourism ecosystem in rural areas. The focus in this research is construction system components, structures, roles, and function and networks related to halal tourism in order to optimize. This is research urgency. The urgency of this community service is important so that various outputs and results will be obtained regarding the pattern or model of developing innovation of rural areas regarding the halal tourism village. So in addition, this community service is also a continuation of previous data research. Research methodology, this study uses a qualitative method with a subjective paradigm to find stakeholders related to halal tourism that form an ecosystem. Furthermore, the context analysis method of halal product law documents and government policies in the form of government regulations, regional regulations, guidebooks on halal tourism, but from the center and the regions are also used to analyze the regulatory footing in forming a halal tourism ecosystem. So this is 4 villages in West Java, namely are the Yukolot village, Cisayong village, Alam Enda village, and Sukalaksana village. And I want to share you about 4 villages in West Java, which is we are visit the last time. This is happy watching. This is part literature study, the nature of halal in the perspective of the fuqaha or fiqh experts, Islamic principle in halal and haram, and for the last, tourism ecosystem. This is our halal tourism involving ecosystem model. For the number 1, this is core regulation tourism policy, institutional tourism industry, tourism product and marketing and digital technology. For goals, industry development and opportunity, business actor enroll easy to business and get halal certificate, region government integrated policy and regulation, society mindset and halal lifestyle change for the last Muslim and non-Muslim tourists, leisure and safety, of course. It is part of conclusion in constructing the halal tourism ecosystem based on regulations. And empirically, there are 6 stakeholder components that are interrelated and interact with its implementation, namely are the Indonesian Ministry of Tourism and Halal Product Guarantees Agency, Indonesian Ulama Council, or regional leaders, halal tourism business actor, and halal inspection agency. For number 2, the position and role of each halal tourism stakeholder are Ministry of Tourism of the Republic of Indonesia, its position as a leading sector, which plays a role in regulating the development of various regions that have tourism potential. For number 3, the halal tourism industry ecosystem in Indonesia can ideally run well. All the components can be actively involved and carry out their roles and functions according to their positions. However, there is still low awareness too and achievement of the vision and mission of the stakeholder in the developing halal tourism, so that the roles and functions they carry have not been clearly mapped and agreed upon, because communication, coordination, and collaboration between each party have not been optimal. For this reason, the government position is indeed to carry out the conductor function, which regulates the orchestra of stakeholders in this development of the halal tourism industry in Indonesia. So that is for now. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.